One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy midshipmen. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Air Force's offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Connors. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Pratt. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Connors. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. They're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
It's just an elite group at the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this second.
It'll be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Falcons want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run, but get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
Hey, what's up, Buckeye? Says, I'm about to play Indiana, bro. That's what's up, man. Hey, sorry I missed your message. I was over here in-game, you know what I'm saying? So, heck yeah, that's what's up.
So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Connors. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Caught in the backfield, it's Spray. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. grabbed over the middle. It's Brink. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. They get him down. He was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to pass. It's Connors. Touchdown, Falcons. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. To throw, it's Connors. He slings it deep to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch it in the middle, it's Lee. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Falcons in the hurry-up. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Barco. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. Mark it at the 14. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Clock still running, almost certainly the last. And touchdown, Air Force. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Atkins. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Ken Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Flips it out to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Got the 1st down and more.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down 4th down from the 18-yard line. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Navy will go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. Haven't had the balance necessary to win.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The other way, he's got room. Not much on that return, but I let him slide. That pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is even.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. He'll return it. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. You take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a rank going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock off troops. Welcome to Natty magazine to the city as you see the show from last year. The year for about one of the 5 teams in the Texas. A touchback ball will come out to the 25. State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they're coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't to get out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Air Force Falcons offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pulls it in. It's Pratt. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy completion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up with? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. points on the board.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. They'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pop.
Touchdown, Air Force. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Number 19, odds to punt it away.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7, San Diego State, 0.
And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st down from the 11. To the air, it's Connors. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They'll send the back in motion. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Going to sling it on second down. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Aztecs want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Connors. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds a little space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Falcons come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down. Stayed in the field of play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He's got an open man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leads it with the running back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. There he goes! He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second.
Fires one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Connors. Makes the grab. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender.
Looking deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Lee.
The pass on first down.
Up-tempo for the offense.
By the receiver. Gain of 8. Second down coming up.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Pratt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Falcons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Air Force! And the pummeling has started. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run his man on the option.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
With the catch, it's Bell. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Aztecs will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Falcons headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They keep putting me...
It's a running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Aztecs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, guys, the Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
On fourth down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted by Air Force. And they'll take over.
And really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Corn. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Clinton. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fighting off the defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
This is a designed run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on last year's national champions, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Falcons will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Carpenter. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Just keep slinging it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take a step. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
The Falcons will have it 1st and 10.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was into the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Connors. Throws for the tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Coleman. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Harrison. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Back to throw, it's Connors. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got...
Throws toward the end zone. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The sure hands, it's Ware. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Ball lofted, that's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Falcons! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The field, it's Carpenter. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it, gets to first down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Timeout, Hawaii.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Air Force. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Got a man. It's Ware. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Falcons! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The corners are walked up tight. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. That's caught. It's Booth. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency. I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Connors. Got a man. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. The Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The quick out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Let's everybody live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rush is on him. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. dropping back. It's Connors. Showing the arm strength to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge... At this point, and even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try the run. Here it is, trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Falcons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Power football at the front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and the centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
Takes into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Air Force Falcons. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Air Force's offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Here's the handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Connors. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They get to the line quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. Put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Falcons in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense. Really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Coleman. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Fresno State will have to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lee. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Connors. They're setting up the screen. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Pulls and fires complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. On the run, it's Bray. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Bray. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it in the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes a catch at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. This will likely be the last play of the half. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Coleman. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
finds his tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by 13 to Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first goal after the pick. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down for this offense. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just...
There he goes! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent, he showed you the accuracy on the previous completion, and then on this play it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
He's going to run it. It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Coleman. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
A pickup of 8.
Tempo and overdrive.
A fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Firing to the right, complete. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. The lone back's got it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. And that lead grows. Even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Defense wants to bring the heat. To throw, it's Coleman. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's taking the shot. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Sets up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to impose their will with the run. Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Back to pass, it's Coleman. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You know,
Alright, y'all, that's lunchtime for me. I appreciate you stopping in and checking out the stream. And we might be back on later on this afternoon, into the evening. We'll see what's up. Appreciate y'all stopping in and checking it out. Appreciate the likes and follows and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Peace.